What did you see as the advantage of signing the extension?
I mean, $28 million is the advantage. Just some security, I think peace of mind, just, having that kind of locked in and, just having them showing, their belief in me and stuff like that, means the world. So looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it for sure.
A lot of players in this organization have kind of chosen to bet on themselves
Mhm.
and go into strictly free agency. What was your process in dealing with that?
Um, I mean, honestly, I think it's, in regards to other players, I feel like it just depends on you, as a person, what you think is important, what you value, what you want to get out of life. And, for me, like, it's more money than I make now. It's more money than I've ever made in my life. And yeah, I could bet on myself to make more money, but, I don't really play this game, just for money. You know what I'm saying? I had $28 million on the table, and so I just took it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just that was my approach on it.
It must. I think it probably says something about your desire to be with the team and to grow this team as well.
Yeah, like, and I think it definitely shows a mutual desire, for me to be here because obviously, like, not gonna lie, I think my talent level is worth more than that. But with me having injury history and stuff like that, them still taking a chance on me, them wanting me here, I want to be here. You get what I'm saying? And I know that I'll probably perform at a level that's worth more than that. But at the end of the day, like, being important is what I wanted to do. So now that I'm glad I got a chance to lock that in over the next 4 years.
How does this help from a mental standpoint going into the season?
I think it just lets you relax, man, and just lets you play. You know what I'm saying? You'll have guys tell you, contract years are stressful years, and I think for me, it just takes a lot of weight off my shoulders. Just a lot of, anticipation just goes away. So now I can really just focus in and secure stuff for myself and my family. Should be good for the rest of my life and continue to work and just play basketball.
How much were you thinking about this during the preseason with the deadline coming up? Was this, I mean, I would assume that it was at least on your mind a little bit, but how much
Yeah.
was it kind of weighing on you?
It didn't weigh on me until, my agent would call me every how many days or so. And that's really the only time I would think about it. Like, casually, day to day, it wouldn't really be on my mind when I'm waking up. I'll just be doing what I do. Just because I know that a lot of this stuff doesn't happen until the end. So I was just kind of doing my everyday stuff. And then, when the opportunity presented itself, I was like, hey, I'll take that. So it was a pretty good situation.
No, it's earlier summer, like last month, you had a tweet about respect.
Mhm.
What was the genesis of that? What were you referring to?
Yeah, basically, like, I just felt like when people look at me as a player, it's just always potential this, potential that, and obviously, like, I will continue to get better, continue to develop, but I want to be looked at as a player. You know what I'm saying? Like, that potential stuff, it's cool and all, but that's not what I want to be seen as. Just like, okay, he's a player that makes stuff happen when he's in the game.
Do you think
So
that this extension maybe helps with that perception of like, okay, this guy is already, even though you've had the injury stuff
mhm.
the first few years, it's like, okay, this guy's now shown enough that a team was willing to give him a second contract. Do you think maybe that helps with perception?
I don't know. I don't know what people think or how they perceive, my situation or me as a player. But we'll see. We'll see what they say. I just know that if I go out there and perform, the way that I know I'm capable of, I know that I'll be looked at the way that I deserve to be.
We'll move on this in a second. You feel like you've matured. Like
Yeah,
you've
yeah. I think I've definitely. I mean, I think I came into the league pretty mature. If you ask anybody in this organization, they'll tell you that I'm probably one of the most responsible rookies ever. Just always been about my business, always been really professional, on time, good work ethic. So, but I think as I've gotten older, just seeing how things work, I definitely think I've matured. Which I hope most people typically do with age. You know what I'm saying?
When you reach kind of benchmark times of your life, and I would think
Mm-hmm.
that this is the benchmark time,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes a lot of people look back and reflect.
Yeah.
Was there a moment of reflection for you after you signed this?
A reflection about just life or just
Yeah, like
everything.
your journey that you've been on. Was there
Oh
something
yeah,
that kind
yeah,
of
yeah. I kind of think about, when I was in high school, just waking up every day at 4:30 in the morning and just going to the gym to work out. You know what I'm saying? And all those days where I was exhausted and tired and just, didn't really couldn't really see the light at the end of the tunnel. Just paid off. And when I was in college and I was struggling, and everybody was saying I wasn't an NBA player, or I wasn't gonna last long, or after I got drafted, people didn't think I would stick. I think about all those moments where I struggled, those moments where I was hurt, and I made my confidence, and I wavered a little bit, or I doubted myself a little bit. I think about all that stuff, and it all helped me become, who I am today. So I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
So when you agreed to the deal, was there like an exhale or a Yahoo or
Man, I just, when I was first made aware of the offer, man, I just was laughing. I couldn't really talk. I was super excited. Like you said, it was a bit of like relief. I felt like just not really pressure, but just like the thought of it, you know what I'm saying? Because it is something that kind of weighs on you, because you do have to be made aware of it. It's a big deal. I'm not going to act like it was something that was just, irrelevant. But when it happened, I was super happy for myself, for my family. So yeah.
How's no one kind of
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about the notion of $28 million?
Man, if you would have told me I would have made $28 million at 22 years old 5 years ago, I would have been celebrating like it was my birthday or something, man. So I just feel like that notion just comes from comparing yourself to other people. Like, yeah, like relatively speaking, it may not be the highest, but I'm not gonna go into the deepest about how I was raised, but you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the best, you know what I'm saying? Like you talking to somebody who is, I was very fortunate growing up, but money was tight for me growing up. You feel me? So, from not really buying school clothes while I was in high school, like just trying to figure stuff out, this is a situation that's going to change my life. And it wasn't something that I felt was worth turning down to get more. I think, I don't want to say you're greedy for betting on yourself, but, I just felt like it was something that for me was enough for what I want, for what I value in my life. So I'm very happy with it.
How do you feel kind of physically now? There's a little bit of injury history.
Yeah.
How do you physically feel going in? And how do you feel that's kind of preparing you for this season?
Yeah, I feel good, man. I've still been, knocking the rust off. I feel like today was my best practice, since. And I've been telling people like every day I just get a little bit better, a little bit back, to where I want to be. So I'm just going to continue to work, continue to keep doing my thing and grinding and get back to where I want to be at. But I feel great, man. I'm explosive, dunking, doing whatever I do. I'm just going to keep pushing on that going forward.
So it's more of a rust issue
Than a physical thing. And when you get hurt, like it's a little bit of a mental thing. Like I know, like when I first came back, it was a little bit of like you're a little timid. You don't want to like, you're not going to hurt yourself, but you kind of like, don't want to get that rebound. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Or do I want to dive for that ball like I usually do? You kind of build that confidence up from a mental standpoint as well, which takes time. And I'm kind of getting back. I'm way more aggressive attacking the basket than I was when I initially came back. So it's just going to continue to get better each game over practice and over time.
I see right there. Looks like you were 6'6" now.
But they keep saying I'm 6. There's no way I'm 6'5". It's not. It's really impossible because I don't understand how I'm 6'5" and I'm taller than guys who are 6'5" as well.
So what's up?
I don't know what's happening. But when I go in there, they measure my height. They're like, you're 6'5". And then they measure somebody shorter than me, and they're saying, well, you're 6'5" too. Yeah, without shoes. But we hoop in shoes, correct? So I don't know what's going on. Maybe we can all work on this together and get to the bottom of this conspiracy. But I don't know. I'm just as confused as y'all. But do I look 6'5"?
I was gonna say like
Or
Josh.
is me?
Josh looks 6'5".
I'm taller.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm taller than Shader for sure. Is he 6'5"? This is the thing. These are the questions that need to be asked.
Heights are changing.
I think I'm taller than Gary Trent as well.
Yeah.
He's listed at 6'5". I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. So maybe we can all come together. You guys, some of y'all have my number. We can figure something out. Start an investigation. All right. Sheesh, beating Sacramento on Wednesday. Just getting into the season, trying to win games. I think that's been my focus, but now that that's the way, that's my entire focus. I don't have to worry about anything else but besides getting wins and trying to produce the best I can to help the team win.
Are you feeling any pressure at all?
Not at all. Feeling happy.
What's the best advice your team has given you?
Team, they ain't really. They just be me. Dame texted me this morning and was just like, "I need you to be you. I need you to play with the utmost confidence and don't second guess." So I think that's probably the best advice that I can recall. They've given me a lot of stuff, but I think that's the most memorable because it's recent. But yeah.